Hey everybody, So Wookie here. In this video, we're going to go over Pubg Update 10.1's patch notes for Season 10 of Pubg. It's just gone onto the test servers on PC, and it'll be coming to the live servers on PC on the 16th of December, and for us guys on the console, it'll be coming on the 17th. But in this video, we're going to go through all the different things that are coming to the in this update, and what we've got to look forward to for this update. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, consider liking and subscribe to see more. So the first thing we get to see in the patch notes is this really cool image, which is like a big overshoot of the overlay of the new map Haven. You can see all the industrial buildings. You can go under the bridge, on top of the bridge, all kinds of stuff going on. You can see the docks in the foreground, there's some apartment buildings, really cool. And then we get a good description of the map. Welcome to Haven, an industrial island in the Rust Belt of America. Here, players will take on each other in a dense urban streets and rooftops, but this haven is anything but safe. Players will be faced with a new threat, the Matches, an enemy faction working against them. This faction, named Pillar, is heavily armed and is none too happy about you being on the turf. You'll have to avoid the Pillar Scout helicopter, attempting to track and spot survivors from the sky. Those unlucky enough to be caught in its spotlight will need to move quickly to avoid the Pillar tactical truck as it closes in and attempts to eliminate its target with bullets and fire. Finally, players will have to deal with the Pillar guards and commanders. These soldiers are heavily armoured, but those who manage to take them down can find powerful gear in the caches they guard. Haven is a dense 1x1 urban map and supports up to 32 players at a time in duos or one-man duos. So I'm pretty glad that it's gone duos or one-man duos as the option, opposed to squads only on Paramo, because the fact that it was squads only was single-handedly the reason I didn't get to play that map as much as I would have liked. Whereas duos is a lot better because you can usually find at least one teammate, or if I'm just going to go it on my own, it's much more manageable to take on 2 guys opposed to 4, which is good. Then we get a look at the different areas. You've got the carbon steelworks. You've got the coal yards. You've got the industrial zone. You've got the residential zone. This is where the apartments are, and you can see like cars parked to its side and stuff like that. This seems to be like under the overpass, the road that we saw earlier. This is like the overpass there, so it's down like near this bit, I think. So that's that casino or whatever the hell it is, that's down there. So this image is like below that over there, which is pretty cool. And then you get the docks, which is right up on the seafront with like warehouses and stuff, so it's pretty good. So the seasonal information on this one. So Haven is only available for Season 10. It's available in third person and first person perspective. It's 32 players, as we saw. No normal bots in the map, so only players. However, there are the commanders and the soldiers, but they don't take off that 32 player count. The match is shorter than others, so you'll learn about 70% of the BP, and it does count towards Mastery, Survivor Pass, and Battle Stat progress, which is good. Just a quick thing on this one that I've just started to think about recently is, one reason I feel like they're doing a smaller map, especially like this, is to make it more fast-paced, which is good for a couple of reasons, because a lot of people don't necessarily have like 35 minutes to sit down for one Miramar game, where a lot of that time is downtime and not necessarily in the thick of the action, and they might want to jump on and just try a quicker match. I imagine this map is like 15 to 20 minutes tops. That kind of match duration. But I think it's also better for new players as well, because if you're a new player and you land on Miramar, you might spend 10-15 minutes looting and then just get killed without really ever learning anything. Whereas something like this, you might loot for 3 minutes, get killed, but then you can jump straight back in and have another quick one, and then eventually you'll get better and try different tactics. So the speed in which you can improve on a map like this would be a lot greater, I would have thought, than on the larger maps. So I feel like they're doing that to entice players who prefer the faster gameplay, and also, trying to help out the newer players as well, which is good. Then we get to take a look at the Pillar Guards and Commanders, which is these blokes, which will be guarding the caches, which is these. That's where you get your extra good stuff. Once they've been opened, they're open to all players, not just the player that's opened them. And you get the key by killing the commander, which is cool. We've got the Pillar Scout helicopter. The helicopter roams the sky, detecting players in open spaces. A spotlight is shone directly on the players, So I mean, towards the end of a game, if you see the spotlight shine on the ground, you're gonna know where players are. So it's gonna add a whole new element, which is gonna be pretty good. It spawns only on Haven, so it doesn't seem like the helicopter shoots you directly. It only seems to shoot the shine the light on you. You've got Pillar Tactical, which is the armed truck. So when the lights shine on a player, this comes towards them and tries to shoot them. I'm assuming that it's like almost like an on-rails vehicle, like the loot trucks, where it's got certain paths where it can go. I don't imagine it can follow you everywhere. It's indestructible as well, so there's no point trying to fight it. It's best just to run. And it can shoot firebombs as well as bullets, which is pretty cool. They've got the emergency parachute. So the emergency parachute can be found on Haven to quickly descend from the rooftops. Don't forget the parachute, blah, blah, blah. This is a single-use item, which fills the belt slot on your inventory. So actually having this is actually going to take up a slight amount of space, because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you drop your belt while flying in the plane, you have no way to loot when you get on the ground, because that belt is that amount of space. So there is a catch to it. So if you've got a level 3 backpack and the parachute, you're not going to be able to fill up 100%. But I think if you loot in the apartment buildings, then it's going to be worth it, because you can get down and spend more time looting, which is good. Next up, we got Survivor Pass 10 Breakthrough. So I'll be doing an individual video on Survivor Pass and all the items in it, so stay tuned for that one. But from what I've seen so far, there's really cool motorbike helmets, which is good, because I quite like the motorbike helmets, not going to lie. The pass is back to being 100 level, and the breakthrough lasts 3 months. So it's back to the normal kind of system that we used to, not the 2 months that they tried last month. And then so it's going right up until March, that one. So that's pretty cool. Blah blah blah. It just tells you about kill missions that are only going to count if you're actually credited with the kill, not on an assist, and assist missions with their own type of thing. There's a couple of different mission types. So you've got daily, weekly, season missions, and then sniper rifle missions and shotgun missions. So I think they're going back to the old system of you do special challenge missions for certain weapons to get a certain weapon skin. Not like just do random stuff for the backpacks and whatever it was. And then there's challenge missions as well, which is pretty cool. Then you've got Season 10, Ranked Mode, is obviously starting, which is good. Obviously, people that, progress enough in Season 9 will get the Season 9 rewards as soon as they log in when the update's on the live servers. So they've done some tweaking to how the Ranked Mode points go. So the overall pace of gaining / losing RP has been greatly increased to reduce grind based on performance. So it's, from how the way I read it, you can level up a lot quicker, but you can also lose it quicker as well. Which is, I suppose good, because you don't have to spend weeks and weeks and weeks playing it. You can pop on a couple of times where you can still get a good score, which is decent. Players will now be able to more accurately predict how many wins or good games they need to reach the next rank, which is good. They've added additional team kill penalties. So if you're someone out there that teams kill people when they annoy you and stuff, it's probably not a good idea. And they've also added the Aragon Ferry in as well, which is pretty cool as well, because it was missing, and it's nice that that's in there. Season 10 ranked rewards, so we'll find out what we're there. So there are all the different emblems, and there's also a very, 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 very snazzy Mirado, and that parachute is pretty awesome. But I'm all about that Mirado. I really want to get high enough to get that Mirado, which is going to be awesome. They've done some matchmaking changes. Now, these are only for the PC version, so I'm not going to go too in-depth on them. But I'll put a link in the description for the patch notes, so you'll be able to read them if you are a PC player. They've added a spectate pose, so in first-person perspective, if you win the game, you can switch it over to third person and do your dance, which is cool. They've done some tweaking to healing, which is pretty cool. And then they've also added a new tab called Mastery Medals. So they're kind of getting rid of the little emblems that you got for like headshots and stuff with a gun in a game, that you have on the weapons that you never ever look at. And they've replaced them with these, which you can rank up by doing certain prerequisites, which is pretty cool. So you go into, this is how it is. So there's 15 to earn at the minute. Earned mastery medals can be upgraded to a new look after fulfilling specific conditions. You can earn these in normal or ranked. And they've updated the specs to do that. You can now do emotes in the lobby, so while you're waiting on finding that ranked game, you can dance around, which is pretty cool. They've gone for the customized costume preset, so you can set preset looks, which is also pretty cool. One annoying thing about this as well, which I'll come to in a second. Save character skin in the lobby, customized menu, players can use up to 5 preset slots, 1 free with 4 available from Survivor Pass or purchasable in the store. So 1 free is just having an outfit as normal. And having another 4, it's like, what? You have to unlock them from this or buy it. And then it's really confusing as well because it says like 30 days on one of the screenshots. Yeah, it's like, so you buy it in the store and you pay money to be able to switch your outfit for 30 days. It's like, what the hell? Don't know how much they're going to be charging for that, but I think it's ridiculous anyway. They should have just added it in as a feature, 5 things. That is a negative for me personally, and I think it's so unnecessary. But hey ho, it's the decision that's been made. Hopefully with enough feedback, they'll not do that anymore. They've done some UI improvements for skins. G-Coin as well. Made some change to be able to identify BP and G-Coin easier. Just some nice little things, really. They've improved the system menu, which is pretty good. Normal matches, ranked mode, menus. They basically improved a load of menus, which is pretty good. On-screen key guide, so you'll be able to, this is more for key commands and stuff, not really affected on the console. They've done some tweaking to the lighting on Sandhawk. Now this is pretty cool. So you've got the before, which is kind of like really bright and almost a little bit washed out, and then after, much better in terms of shadows and just the overall color palette of the map. And then in the different weather as well. I mean, the one on the right is blatantly better than the one on the left. I mean, everything on the one on the left looks really green. This one looks much more natural. They've implemented custom spawn kits into Team Deathmatch, which is really cool. So you'll be able to, if you're trying to like work on a certain strategy and use a certain weapon and get good with it, you'll be able to do that. I don't think obviously it'll let you do crate weapons. It'll only be the standard normal lootable weapons, but even so, you might want to run around with a double barrel shotgun and practice that or whatever, but you'll be able to do that, which is cool. So it only shows you like the standard AIs here. Trying to work out if there's one missing. I don't think there is, unless I'm crazy. No, I think that's about it, isn't it? G36Q, QBZ's there. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, so they're all there. But yeah, so at least you get to choose, which is nice. You can store up to 5 customized kits, which is good. They've reduced hitching while starting the plane from the UI. They've got loads and loads of new skins coming out. So there's in total 7 Christmas sets. Some of which are shown here, like an elf, like a sexy reindeer. The snowman is actually an outfit, which is crazy, and then like a smart Santa kind of thing, which is pretty good. They've also added like a cow set where you can get a cowboy hat and actually like a helmet with horns on, which is pretty cool. There's this giant onesie thing, 17 shoes bundle. And then you've got these. That hoodie's pretty cool. I might be picking that up, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, there it says multiple preset slot coupon 30 days. It's like, what the frig? 30 days. They pulled this as well with the Black Friday G-Coin bundles, where like, depending on which one you bought, you'd either keep the skin or you'd get them for 30 days. Like, who wants a skin for 30 days? It's just so retarded to me. But, I think nobody ever should purchase this. And if nobody buys it, they'll just get rid of it. Or they'll allow it where it's just part of the thing. Or they'll roll it back or whatever. Please don't buy that. Because, like, buying the fact that you can change your outfit is stupid. But, yeah, I'm sure you guys will let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And then they fixed loads and loads of glitches. Now, I'm hoping that one of these, I don't know about you guys, but for me on the Xbox, because I've been playing since, like, day one, I have, like, I've amassed a massive amount of skins, and then every time I try and change my outfit, I can never change my outfit without crashing at least once. It's literally impossible. Number one, when I'm scrolling down them, it doesn't even change what you're looking at, so you have to just go over and go off name to try and find what you're after, and then I can never change like literally every single slot without it crashing. The menu is just terrible at the minute. It wasn't like that the previous season, so I'm hoping that they've worked out what's causing that, and fix that, because it's super annoying, especially when there's all these cool skins and you want to use them out. You know, that's the whole point of going from a survivor pass, is to you know, unlock new skins, and it's just annoying when it crashes when you try and change them. But I'm hoping they fix that, but time will tell. And that's it. So that's everything that's coming as part of update 10.1 for season 10. Like I said, let me know in the comments below, which part of this are you most looking forward to. For me, it's the map itself this time. I'm really looking forward to that. And if you did enjoy this video and find it useful, consider liking and subscribing to see more. Wookie out.